Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and we've got a reading for you today about somebody that I would consider a third party, so external to a relationship. This could be a marriage or just, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. But there is a commitment here, and this friend or family member has information about this relationship that they don't know what to do with. And they're getting signs trying to guide them, probably about whether or not they need to communicate to somebody about what they saw or heard or know. I do want to point out that on this synchronicities card, it has 111, 222, 333. And I started this reading at 555, at least in my time zone. So 555 could be important. That is a number that I would associate with change. It could be that there's a major change that happens in the context of this relationship, and it creates an opportunity or a temptation or a choice that is not necessarily a good choice. Hello there, dude. Hello, Linnea Kia. What's up, Jess? Hello, Peggy. Hello, Alicia. Let's go in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I don't remember the last time I did 4 live streams in a day, but I was feeling it. Okay, I missed you. I hope you're having a great day. Let me know if you want a personal reading. My email address is in the description box below. Let's dive in with the energy oracle and see what else we've got for you. It could just be, you guys, I don't want to fold my laundry. And I was like, you know what I need? I need another live stream. As far as personal readings, yes, I have not been talking about them, but I am absolutely still willing to do the $25 see what's going on in 2025 for you reading, payable through PayPal or Cash App. And anytime you want a personal reading, you have to email me, okay, you guys? It's like part of the required thing. If the email doesn't get responded to, the only reason is because I didn't see your email and there's block somewhere. So try Google Chat. We've got man holding a coin and door to romance. So the man holding a coin would be corresponding to the King of Pentacles. This would be somebody who has a relationship, and with door to romance, this feels like a flirtation or something outside, right? A conversation outside of a relationship. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What's up, Aqua Beauty? Oh, thank you. Hello, Hope. How are we doing now? Hello, Holy Yoga. How are you doing? We've got number 13 crossed. Choices, stuck, searching for purpose, daydreaming, and indecision. So along with those words, I'm also picking up on some discontent. So somebody that could be in a relationship where there's arguing or there's perhaps distance or difficulty, but because of that, somebody is searching for purpose. Somebody wants something more. And then we've got number 4, apprentice, higher education, knowledge, beliefs, and wisdom. I'm also just going to say right now, if this is, and it seems like it is, leaning towards infidelity, number 1, for entertainment purposes only, and number 2, I don't want to trigger anybody. So this should be for a situation where you already have suspicions, or perhaps you are the friend who's trying to figure out whether or not you should say something. But I don't want to be making anybody deal with more anxiety than they need to, right? So this is somebody who is looking for truth and Then we've got number 10, roots. Endowment, ancestry, memory, legacy, and tradition. Yeah. This is somebody who's grappling with their responsibility versus some sort of distraction or diversion, right? All right, let's go with the Pause Tarot. Thank you, dude. That's so kind of you. Hello again, Rachel. How are we doing now? What do we have from the Pause Tarot? Page of Wands and the Magician. Very auspicious pair. Who's the Magician? Is this the friend? King of Wands in the reverse. This is not. So this Page of Wands is kind of tying into the Apprentice card for me. So this could be, you know, I work with somebody who's younger than me. I'm training somebody, or they're maybe even my direct report. This could be somebody who you don't even really know. Page of Wands could be, it's just communicative. It's not somebody you've met in person. But with the King of Wands and the reverse Magician, this is, how do I do what I want without regretting it, without getting caught? King of Wands in the reverse is a card that I would associate with somebody who doesn't necessarily have the best of morals when it concerns monogamy. That's not how I read it all of the time, but with the other cards that we have, this could, for other situations, be about somebody that loses their temper too easily. So we could also have, instead of it being necessarily infidelity, it could be somebody who is thinking about ending a relationship because of an anger issue that their spouse or their partner has. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. Chariot. King of Swords, Five of Wands. It feels to me like somebody threatens to end the relationship, but doesn't. And then the other person thinks that that's the right thing to do. So it could be that somebody's trying to, you know, scare somebody into not being willing to end the commitment here. But I feel like there is not a lot of love between these two. So this is feeling more like a long-term relationship. You might live together, you might have children together. And there's this person who witnesses the arguments or sees the struggle that the two of you are going through. This could be somebody who knows that there is a romantic rival. The Five of Wands can be talking about rivals, competition, but it can also talk about arguments that get out of control, especially if we have somebody that feels like they have the right to lay down the law. There could be one person in this commitment that is used to winning or is a little bit less compassionate, less likely to compromise. Nine of Wands in the reverse. And the Four of Wands. I mean, this feels to me like a willingness to let something fall apart. Another indication that this is a relationship that is serious, that could be marriage, where you're living together, something like that. But the Nine of Wands in the reverse, it's like, I don't know how to clean up this mess. I don't know how to fix this. There's too many things going on. It could be difficult to have a conversation without arguing. Ten of Swords, the Fool. Yeah, so we could have somebody from an external, right, viewpoint, a family member, a friend, this King of Swords. They see that this relationship is not doing well, and they, I think, basically predict or are perhaps waiting to hear an update that these two have decided to throw in the towel or take some time apart. Ten of Swords is, I don't know how to get over this betrayal or a major disappointment. And the Fool's talking about a new beginning. It's clarifying the Chariot. Somebody, I feel like one person threatens to leave and doesn't, and then the other person decides, maybe I will. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Cups in the reverse. This King of Swords could be somebody that is younger and therefore feels uncomfortable having this information. This could also be somebody who feels like they shouldn't say something because there's a milestone approaching, or they thought maybe like an anniversary party was going to happen. It's like, I don't want to talk about this because I don't want to put any negative energy towards it. I'm hoping that they're going to figure it out, right? But this King of Swords who's been aware of the not getting along, they're wondering how long this can last because they see that it has escalated. All right. This is the Modern Goddess. What else do we have? If you're ever curious about the different tarot or oracle decks that I do have on the video portion, not the live stream, on my About You page or whatever, my channel page, you can find a video where I tell you and show you all of the cards that I have and tell you the name. But I have added 2 since then. Just to let you know, it does, the name of the video I think is Carmen Takes You on a Tour of Her Tarot Decks, but it at the very least starts with my name. We've got the 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands. I feel like someone was waiting for confirmation. I suspect this is an issue. I believe you're doing something that you don't want me to know, or my gut tells me you're acting weird for a reason. With the 2 of Pentacles, it's like you always have an answer, but I don't necessarily believe the answer that you give me. You know, like a little bit of side eye. And it makes me feel like I have to be offensive, or do I have to ask you questions? This is like, if I'm going to be in a relationship and I can't trust you, if I'm going to be in a relationship where I feel like I have to have access to your phone, that's not a relationship. It's already over. I don't trust you, you know? There you go. Did you get it? Okay. So if it's going to be like that, then maybe I should just walk away. So 5 of Pentacles, thinking about ending things or cutting someone off. Fool, and starting a new chapter. So this is feeling more so like a close friend of the person who's thinking about leaving is told about these plans before they're actually put in action. and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. There was a need to do things kind of methodically or have like a checklist, especially if you have things that you own together or you're married. There could be a potential for it to be more complicated, right? There's a little bit of a hesitation. Can I do this on my own? You know, if you've gotten used to having somebody that you can count on, it might be difficult to walk away. But I think this person knows that the individual they've been living with or married to or dating has been hiding their true intentions or their actions. And with the Hanged Man in the reverse, it feels like that decision or those pursuits were a deal breaker. You know, you ended or you sacrificed the relationship because you decided to make that choice instead. We have the Ten of Cups, Star in the reverse. Even if there had been some really good days or, you know, a really strong effort to make this a happy home, I think we have the realization that some things you can't really undo. You can forgive, but you can't forget. The trust has been broken, and it's really, I think, disappointing because there was a good connection here. I think there was just perhaps the realities of life, or somebody feeling maybe a little bit bad about themselves, looking for that validation elsewhere. Or taking out their anger on people they shouldn't, you know? High Priestess in the reverse. Four of Swords in the reverse. So if I've had a conversation with you about the things that are bothering me, or if I find out that there's something that doesn't really work for me and you get angry about it and you show no desire to work on the problem that has created the fissure or the problem, the tension, then what can I cling to in terms of hope? If you just refuse to admit that there's a problem, then I have two choices. I can refuse to admit that this is already broken, or I can refuse to accept it. You know, you can tell me that everything's fine, but if I can tell in your mannerisms and in your tone that it's not, then, you know, I'm not going to pretend like everything's fine. Don't you hate that? It really bothers me when people do that, but I guess to each their own. And you do have to find the right time to talk to somebody when you're having a problem with them. But the whole like, no, I'm fine. Like, please, just talk about it. I'm not gonna get anything accomplished just by being whiny. Except for like me thinking that you're lame. Hello, Miss Hartree. How are you doing? Hello, Iron Butterfly. I hope you're having a good day. See, that's the other thing, Hope. Sometimes you wait so long trying to find the right time to have a conversation with somebody that you just decide, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to have that conversation. Maybe it's never the right time because you wouldn't listen to me no matter what. Saving me some time. I guess instead of having that awful conversation where you don't listen to me, I could just like watch an episode of I Love Lucy instead, you know? I could go for a walk. I could draw something. All right, so we have Rebound. Gosh, this is like not the right font color for this card. Flighty, temporary option, and unpredictable intentions. Okay, so that makes sense. Like I said, for some of you, this was just an online flirtation. For others of you, this is just about anger management issues. But there was somebody here that had unpredictable intentions. Take it how it resonates. And because of that, it makes it difficult to know how to approach a situation. I can know everything that's happened, I can know everything about you. But if you're unpredictable, that makes it pretty tense, right? You might have felt like you had to walk on eggshells with this person. We have memories, missing someone, regression, and revisiting the past. I feel like the one that really sticks out here is regression. We could have somebody that struggles to move forward, maybe expects the same things to happen over and over again in relationships, which could mean that they were looking for faults from the very beginning, expecting you to fail, expecting you to mistreat them, or starting arguments because that's how they experienced relationships before. This is somebody that struggles to see things in the positive light. They look for the negatives. We have financial struggle, saving up, and budgeting on the penny pinching card. This could have exacerbated the issue if there's a sense of failure, or I'm not making enough money, or I spent too much money. I can feel better about myself because this person's giving me attention, or I can feel better about myself because I take it out on someone else. Is that displacement, I think? Black sheep, rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms. This is the person who decides to walk away. Yeah, I have a giant heart. Yeah, I want you to be happy. Yeah, I put in a lot of effort to try to fix things. I wanted to talk things through with you. I wanted to get your perspective. But you know what? Time's up. I'm going to do something different now. This is somebody realizing I don't always have to be the one to clean it up. You make the mess, I clean it up. You make the mess, I clean it up. What if one of these days I decide I don't feel like cleaning it up? You can clean it up yourself. So you're defying what they expect of you because they kept talking about how they were going to end it and then you end it. So there could have been some issues with this person partying too much or trying to find a way to self-medicate. This doesn't have to be about an addiction or a substance. Again, for some of you, this person was dealing with a difficult financial situation or not feeling so great about themselves, either by taking it out on somebody else or by getting external validation, external attention. All right, let's get some more tarot. I know. Some of you hate it that I crack my knuckles. I almost don't even think about it. It just happens, okay? Bobby, I appreciate that. Sometimes being unpredictable, it's in a good way. I enjoy being that. I think there are some people that would call me the black sheep of the family too. That's all right. At least I'm funny. This is the Pulp Tarot. Oh, like half of it. 10 of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Devil. So because this person was dealing with a burden, feeling overwhelmed, not knowing how they could solve it. Maybe they didn't know how they could pay the bills. Maybe they didn't think they were going to be able to keep a car. Maybe they felt like they were going to get yelled at because they got fired. This is somebody who acknowledges that a situation got challenging or more difficult because there was a willingness to do something that they shouldn't have with the Devil card, a willingness to sidestep the rules, forget their promises, let fear take over. when they could have gone to their partner for support instead. So they're met with the Queen of Swords energy, somebody who decides to put up a boundary. And I feel like this is particularly difficult for our King of Wands in the reverse, because if they were already experiencing some financial difficulty and you're the one that has the stability and you say, you know what, I think I'm going to walk away, this exacerbates the issue. It makes them feel like they're even more of a failure, or it makes them even more concerned in terms of, you know, like, how am I going to put gas in my car? So they make things worse for themselves because they chose the wrong way to deal with their anxiety. Ace of Swords in the reverse. And Fool. They didn't think that there would be any chance that the relationship would end unless they did it. The King of Wands in the reverse. I once had somebody say, I never thought you would break up with me unless I cheated on you or hit you. I was like, just those two things, huh? Wow, what low standards. That's adorable. It's a good thing you're not in front of me and you're texting that to me, because I want to slap you across the face. This is reminding me of that for a reason. I didn't think you would leave me. I always thought I would be the one that would make that decision. You know what I mean? And that's a dangerous place to be, my friend. You always have a chance of losing the love of a person that treats you well when you aren't putting forth the effort to treat them well. Okay? At some point, people are like, why am I doing this? You don't have to settle for less, right? You can put together a plan and figure it out. Hello, Jennifer. How are you doing? Hello, Carrie. Rachel, I love the enthusiasm and excitement. Lots of ego. You're right, dude. So we have the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands in the reverse again. So just like that, everything changes, and it looks like it's big time consequences for this King of Wands in the reverse. You shouldn't have lost your temper. You shouldn't have stepped out. Whatever it is, you shouldn't have done it, because now whatever issues you were having, that dissatisfaction with life or that inability to pay bills, now it's compounded. Now it's worse. Now you don't have somebody to take care of you. So Four of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm taking to mean the person who walks away, their finances are going to improve. The person who resonates with the King of Wands in the reverse, they're going to have some financial hardship. So Judgment, there's this person who knows information about this. Six of Pentacles, Lovers in the reverse. So these two are having a difficult time in their relationship, and there's somebody outside of the relationship friendly to one of these individuals who knows something. Because with the Six of Pentacles, this can be somebody who's giving to two different people. This can also be somebody who maybe expects a little bit too much. Somebody who has paid for something they shouldn't. Lovers in the reverse, it's a decision that should not have been made the way that it was. So we could have a witness to something that really got out of hand, or an argument that really made you question if the relationship was going to survive. Strength and Four of Wands in the reverse. I feel like we have an outside party realizing that somebody might actually end the relationship because they're done dealing with the same thing over and over again. And I kind of feel like it's either, I don't know if I should talk about the fact that I think this relationship is ending. Maybe other people wouldn't know quite yet. Or I don't know if I should confirm for this. What are we calling you? King of Swords. No, King of Swords is the person who knows. Queen of Swords. This person doesn't know whether or not they should talk about the relationship issues that they've seen of their friend or family member because they don't know if it's actually over. It's like, I don't know if I should get involved in this. I want to be there for them. I want to be helpful, but I don't want to cause more problems. So it could be a little bit of kind of tactful tiptoeing around, seeing what this person wants to talk about, and then going from there. Justice in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles. There might have been previous times where the relationship looked like it was going to end, but I feel like this is the first time this particular person is thinking about ending it. The King of Wands in the reverse, I feel like, has threatened to end it before. So there could be somebody who's like, I don't want to say anything to discourage what this person wants. The person who's in the relationship with the King of Wands in the reverse. But I think the King of Swords has a conversation, ends up learning that the Queen of Swords has made a decision to end the relationship and make plans to go elsewhere. And the King of Swords backs up this decision or is supportive, offers help. Do you need help moving? What can I do to help you? Do you need a hug? Do you want a casserole? I want a casserole. Actually, I should make one. What do we know? All right, this is the Gilded Reverie. What else do we have? The truth will come out eventually, right? Hello, Miss Princess. How are you doing? Hello, upper echelon. It is totally crockpot weather. We've got the 6, the 6. We've got 6, which is the clouds. Talks about ambiguity, confusion. I feel like this is the idea of, what do I do after I end it? Where do I go? Where do I live? What do I want to do? Do I need to change my job? This is somebody who I think, yes, there is some fog over what you're going to be doing over the next year or the next 5 years, but there's something exciting about that as well. Things end, but it also is a natural time to have a new beginning. And there are sometimes blessings that you would never dream of when you're stuck in a nightmare. So if you're dealing with a difficult relationship, first of all, I hope you have people that can assist you. If anyone wants to pop into the live chat, 1-800 number for people that are dealing with abuse. This is an opportunity that I feel somebody recognizes as not entirely planned out and a little bit whimsical. It could go anywhere, but it also has some level of, I could be happy, I could find something better. What else do we have? Wisdom. It could be a lot easier to live a life that is like this, with no hills and valleys, happiness and depression and sadness, loss. But because you've been through this experience, you are smarter than you've been before. You understand things better. You have discernment now that you can use. You have been through a lot, but you are a better person for it. And there's still life to live. There's still this new chapter for you. Look at it. So we had door to romance. This person who walks away from a not so great relationship You see how similar it is to this one? They end up walking away from something that was blocking their true happiness. So they unlock this real romance or this new happy life because they're willing to let go of something that isn't really doing it for them. All right, this is the Romance Angels Oracle. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, dude. Hello, Phoenix of Truth. How are you? We've got express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So there's going to be somebody that has a real, genuine desire to make you happy. And when you encounter that person, you're being encouraged to express it. This is going to be after a period of just doing things on your own. You're going to have this separation from somebody, and then this person who has a different approach to life, who may have dealt with unrequited love before, you may connect over the types of relationships you've dealt with and find it easier to fall in love because of that, right? And then we have engagement. So I feel like there's an understanding that you have met somebody special that happens rather quickly, probably on both sides. It's quite the chemistry or quite the spark. Because you are calling in your soulmate when you decide you're not going to deal with the people that treat you less than you deserve. It signals to the universe that you're ready for a soulmate. Yay! All right, I'm going to leave it there. Hello there, Third Eye. How are you doing? I hope you all enjoyed the reading. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I hope to see you on the next reading. Toodles!